The starting lineups are being introduced right now. We can go ahead and run those down for you. First of all, for the Northern Iowa Panthers, same starting lineup that's really been in effect since midway through the season. Jay Block, one of their great rebounders right now at this point. He is pulling down 6.5 rebounds a game, averaging 8 points. Brett Carmichael, as the cheer goes up around the Unidome for the Panthers, fans have turned out here at the Unidome anywhere from 3,000 to 3,500 strong. Probably the best crowd they've had at the Unidome all year. Brett Carmichael, a point guard. He is averaging right now 12 points a game, the leading scorer for the UNI Panthers. And as far as the rebounds go, not bad. He's pulling down about 4.5. Herb King will also be a frontline player. He's averaging about 4 rebounds and 5 points a game. Mike Pianowski will be in the starting lineup. He's coming on strong, scoring on an average now 7.8 points per game. He had a personal high of 21 against Wisconsin Green Bay a few games back. And he'll be a starter along with Ray Stork, who is averaging 11.6 points a game. Let's go ahead and get a quick rundown for the Seahawks of North Carolina Wilmington with Van Coleman.
Well, right now the Seahawks are in kind of a downtick, Mike. Basically, they've lost 4 out of their last 6 ball games. They're going to start tonight with Carlos Kelly at 1 forward, along with Sean Williams, who's their leading scorer with 15.6 points per game. At center, they'll have Scott Trudeau, who's averaging 4.8 a game. And their guards will be Frankie Dickens and Edward Timmons. Timmons is the number 2 scorer and a real offensive threat. He's averaging 9.4. Right now for the season, the Seahawks have been averaging 62 offensively and 64 defensively, so they've kind of been breaking even with their opponents up until now.
Similar averages, Van, for the Panthers, averaging 61.5 for themselves, but giving up 64.4. Keep in mind, however, that the Panthers were burned early on in the season by stronger opponents. They come on recently, and now they are going for their 6th straight victory, and they've got the ball as Brent Carmichael takes it on the left backcourt. Bounces it left wing to Pianowski. Pianowski in the deep corner, bounces it back between the circles for Herb King. They revolve it around the right side in the near corner. Jay Block has the ball. Back on the right side of the circle to Herb King, right wing to Jay Block. Between the circles for Pianowski. Left wing, they reverse it to Herb King. Looking for a pass, goes back outside to Pianowski around the horn. Brett Carmichael has the shot, won't take it on right wing. Cross-court pass to Block. He'll take the shot and miss it as it goes off the right side of the rim. The rebound is brought down by Dickens of North Carolina. Wilmington goes in the lane to Sean Williams, their leading scorer. He misses from 10 feet inside the lane. Rebound ripped down by King of UNI. Ahead to Brett Carmichael on right wing. The Block on the same wing. Outside to Stork. Now between the circles. Stork circles it back outside to Brent Carmichael. And the Panthers are running the offense with Carmichael going left wing to Block. Inside to Ray Stork. Takes the ball on the low post. Puts it up. But a whistle blows before he can get the shot away. And we have a foul called here on a North Carolina Wilmington player. The foul will be called. Preliminary indication has it going against Frankie Dickens, and that is the case on Dickens, his first, team's first. And at the line now, Ray Stork for the Northern Iowa Panthers. Ray so far averaging 11.6 points a game. And from the free throw line, 74%. Hands the first one. The first points are up. It's 1-0 UNI. Ray Stork looking at the second one, puts it up there. Nice spin. He's got it down. 2-0. And now the Panthers are going into a full court press. Carmichael is back there defending. However, Carlos Kelly gets away. Throws a cross-court pass for Sean Williams. Now lays it off between the circles for Frankie Dickens. Dickens dribbling with his right hand. Goes to Timmons between the circles. Right foul line extended for Scott Trudeau. Top of the key taking it is Kelly. Left wing, Williams, their leading scorer, averaging more than 15 points a game. Hands off on that same wing for Scott Trudeau. Back out top to Timmons. Dickens on the right wing inside to Trudeau. They swing it, and Ray Stork bats the ball out of bounds. Ray Stork, positioning himself quite correctly in front of Scott Trudeau, batted the ball away. North Carolina Wilmington keeps it. North Carolina Wilmington already owning a 14-point victory over the Panthers earlier this season. Left wing taking the ball is Williams. Double team, so he goes back outside between the circles to Dickens. Dickens looks to Coach Mel Gibson for instructions. Now turns, faces the court, and throws it left wing for Sean Williams. Top of the key, they go to Timmons. Right wing, Dickens. Inside, they lay it to Williams, who shot hard against the glass, out of bounds. Deflected out of bounds by a UNI basketball player, either Ray Stork or Herb King. are playing aggressive defense. However, they just need to get their mitts on the ball and get the ball down court for a semi-fast break. Inside Purdue, triple team looking for a pass outside. Has Dickens on the left hash mark. Dickens looking for a pass. Gets it on the far corner to Williams. Back outside Purdue. Top of the key, they go to Dickens, and Dickens swishes it from about 20 feet away. We now have a 2-2 score with 17:39 left to go in half number one. Jay Block, as the Seahawks from North Carolina Wilmington apply full court pressure. Brett Carmichael 2 times. Passes cross court for Block. Now back to Carmichael. Down court quickly to Herb King, and Herb King juggled the ball, lost it out of bounds. It belongs to North Carolina Wilmington. So, Van, we see the Panthers ran the semi-fast break, but it wasn't executed very well.
Well, I think both teams kind of want to play up-tempo when it's available. They're both pressing. The zones are very, very tough at this point. Now, UNI has gone to a man-to-man, but the zones look very tough if they keep working with those.
North Carolina Wilmington with the basketball in the form of Frankie Dickens on the right foul line extended. Tapped away by Carmichael. Retrieved by Dickens. Lays it off top of the key for Carlos Kelly. Left wing Scott Purdue circles the ball outside. Looks left wing and has Dickens. Top of the key, Purdue. Sticky man-to-man defense applied by the Panthers. And the crowd showing its appreciation, as you can hear in the background. Our score is 2-all. North Carolina Wilmington with the basketball. Left wing, it's Dickens floating it inside to Scott Purdue. And there is a foul called on a North Carolina Wilmington player. It is on Scott Purdue, elbowing Ray Stork out of the way.
UNI is playing with a lot of intensity on their defense. They're really working hard, and I think they want to get control of this ball game early.
On Purdue, his first team foul number 2. On UNI, no foul so far, and the Panthers with the basketball. It's tied at 2. We have 16:20 left to go in half number one. Between the circles, it's Carmichael. Right wing, Jay Block foul on extended King, taken away by Carlos Kelly. He'll put it up against the glass softly and missed from 5 feet on the left side. The rebound brought down by Block. Ahead it goes to Carmichael. Underneath Pianowski, lays it up and in.
Well, it's amazing that Kelly was so timid on that drive last time. He was 4 or 5 steps ahead of everyone, and then just kind of pulled up and waited for the UNI defense to get there.
On the other end, we have a whistle and a foul as Brent Carmichael was beaten on the baseline by his counterpart, Frankie Dickens of North Carolina Wilmington. On Carmichael, his first team foul number 1 on North Carolina. Rather, on UNI, North Carolina Wilmington has 2 team fouls. Our score right now is UNI 4, North Carolina Wilmington 2. 15:50 left to go in half number 1. North Carolina Wilmington inbounding in the form of Sean Williams. Williams gets it to Dickens on the left foul line extended. Back to Williams. Right side they go, reversing it to Frankie Dickens. Dickens with the basketball being hounded by Carmichael. Dickens backs off, floats it low inside for Leon Nicholson. And Nicholson puts it in. And it is now 4-4. 15:27 left to go in half number 1. Brent Carmichael double teamed in his own zone. Bounces it on the near corner in his own zone for Block. Now back it goes to Carmichael, and the Panthers have it into the attack zone with Herb King on the right wing. Herb King holding the ball above his head, loses the ball to Dickens. Whistle blows immediately, and it will be a foul on Herb King of Northern Iowa. Second time that's happened now on the last 2 trips down the court for UNI.
Herb King seems to be having a little problem with handling the ball. I don't know whether it's concentration or just being kind of excited about playing tonight, but I think that Coach Berry is going to have to watch that situation, maybe make a change here soon.
Right wing, it is McMillan trying to float it in for Williams. Ball is batted out of bounds by Northern Iowa's Ray Stork. Ray Stork playing very well defensively. He was recently named on an all-academic honor team. District COSIDA, the College Sports Information Directors of America All-Star team, averaging 3.7 in accounting. Ball is batted out of bounds, saved by Block, retrieved, however, by McMillan, who just checked in for North Carolina Wilmington. Our score is 4-4, 14:34 left to go in the first half. Carmichael bats the ball away, retrieved by Dickens. He sets it up between the circles. Dickens at the foul line, extended right side, lays it driving the baseline. He misses. Rebound, Williams puts it up and in. It is now 6-4 in favor of North Carolina Wilmington, and in the space now of just 1 minute, Northern Iowa's 4-2 lead has disappeared. And the chant goes up around the crowd, all the claps and the organ playing, and the enthusiasm building as Northern Iowa trying to make up a 2-point deficit with Herb King on the right wing. Top of the key, it is Carmichael. Left corner, Pianowski. Back outside, Carmichael stops the drive. Tops the key, it goes to block, batted out of bounds by Timmons. He makes the save, drives down, lays it up. He missed. Rebound put in, no! By Williams. Williams was down there alertly following up on the steal by Timmons. The basket will not count, however. Our score remains 6-4 in favor of North Carolina Wilmington. 13:41 left to go in half number one. Play is stopped because of a foul on Jay Block, the man who threw the errant pass in the first place. And at the line right now, Sean Williams. And this is the first one. Our score remains 6-4. We'll have another North Carolina Wilmington player coming in, Carlos Kelly, who originally started. Second shot now 7-4 in favor of North Carolina Wilmington. 13:41 remaining until the halftime.
Coach Berry has put in Dwayne Chicken Jackson, I think, for a little more ball handling and maybe someone who can help up-tempo this game. Northern Iowa seems to be having a little problem penetrating, and I think Dwayne can help them do that.
Dwayne did not play in the first game at Wilmington, in which the Panthers lost by 14. Panthers down by 3, looking sluggish thus far with Carmichael between the circles. Goes to Block on the right backcourt inside. Stork puts it up and in. Stork just executed a simple reverse pivot on the low post near side. Jay Block spotted him. It was perfect timing, and Ray Stork puts it in and gets the foul as well from a North Carolina Wilmington player, Scott Trudeau. It is now 7-6 in favor of North Carolina Wilmington, and it could be Stork tying it up here from the line. On Trudeau, that is foul number 2. Team fouls now tied at 3 apiece. 13:21 left to go in half number 1. And Ray Stork, as we've said before, shooting 74% from the line, is through again with that free throw, and now we have a 7-7 count. A three-point play has drawn the Panthers even. There comes North Carolina Wilmington. Near the center circle, Alan Salzano, who saw a lot of playing time, pulls up from 15. His shot hits the inside lip of the basket, bounces out. A foul is called on the run as North Iowa grabs the rebound. Foul was called on Alan Salzano, who just checked into the basketball game. On Salzano, his first, team foul number 4. Northern Iowa has 3 team fouls, and we have 13:04 remaining until the end of the first half. At the half, we'll be talking with our color and stat man, Van Coleman, about what else? College basketball recruiting. Pianowski takes the lob from Carmichael, misses the shot, but we will have a technical foul called on a North Carolina Wilmington player, probably for hanging on the rim. One of the officials indicated a P. I would think primarily it would be against North Carolina Wilmington.
That was a questionable call there, Mike, where that ball could have been goaltending. I thought that ball was off the glass when he hit it. But they called the technical instead for hitting the rim.
At the line, Ray Stork misses. And now the Panthers will get it out of bounds with Jay Block doing the inbounding. All I can figure out was that the officials thought that Trudeau was excessively hanging around that rim or hanging on the rim. That's all I can figure out. Here goes Brent Carmichael driving down, lays it up to Jackson. His shot too high. Rebound Pianowski. No. Ray Stork, no. But another foul is called on the inside as play is getting rougher inside.
One of the things that's been happening out there, Mike, is that UNC Wilmington has been putting a lot of pressure, double teaming up in their zone, and UNI is adjusting to that by driving into the middle and then dishing it off down below to the wings, and they seem to be getting a lot of shots that way and a lot of rebounds.
The foul is called on Leon Nicholson of North Carolina Wilmington, his first, team's 5th. At the line, Ray Stork strips it. Makes it now an 8-7 ball game, and Ray Stork so far in this basketball game has 6 points. Second shot is up, it's in as well. 7 points now for Ray Stork. He leads all Panther scorers, and it is a 9-7 ball game now with 12:42 remaining until the end of the first half. Full court pressure by Northern Iowa. Timmons gets it ahead to Salzano. There across the line. Salzano pulls up from 14. Ball is batted away, recovered by McMillan in the far corner, and gets it back outside for Salzano between the circles. Right foul line extended with the ball, Timmons. In the circle, McMillan giving it up to Nicholson, and Nicholson, a soft jumper 12 feet inside the lane, draws North Carolina Wilmington into a tie at 9, 12:15 remaining until the end of the half. North Carolina Wilmington applying moderate full court pressure. It's broken easily by the Panthers. Trent Carmichael goes right wing to Pianowski. Back to Carmichael, near corner Pianowski with the basketball. Kicking it back outside between the circles, block. Far corner Jackson, top of the key. Trent Carmichael says, why not? He misses. Rebound is brought down by North Carolina Wilmington's Carlos Kelly. We have a whistle and a foul.
Number 42 of UNI, Mike Pianowski.
It's called on Mike Pianowski. Probably the side for the Northern Iowa Panthers, but when you're tough, you take the chance of getting a foul, and that's what happened there. On Mike, his first, team foul number 4 on Northern Iowa. North Carolina Wilmington with the ball. We're tied at 9, 11:40 left to go in the first half, and now 11-9 as Timmons hits them about 14 feet inside the lane. 11:35 remaining in this first half, and once again North Carolina Wilmington applying full court pressure with Timmons and Salzano. Panthers get it across the line, block passing to Mike Pianowski on the far backcourt between the circles. It goes to Carmichael. Right wing Jackson with the basketball. Top of the key, Carmichael finds Pianowski in the far corner. Tries to give and go with Carmichael. Ball batted away, recovered by Timmons of Wilmington. Ahead on the other side to Salzano. He crosses the line, starts the drive, stops between the circles, passes right wing to Timmons. Whistle away from the ball. 3-second violation on the North Carolina Wilmington Seahawks. Our score is North Carolina Wilmington 11 and Northern Iowa 9. Van, how about your assessment so far?
Well, North Carolina Wilmington just made a very good adjustment. They've gone to a 3-2 variation on the zone, going from the 2-3 to try to deny what UNI was creating there with Carmichael. At this point, I think both teams are a little bit tentative. I think UNI needs to attack a little more on the offense.
Lonnie Mead has come into the basketball game for Northern Iowa. Carmichael with the ball now, back on the outside. Goes to Mead on the right foul line extended. Mead with the basketball, tried to lob it for Jackson. The ball hit the glass, recovered by Carmichael on the far corner. Kicks out the Mead, shot from 18, good. We have an 11-11 ball game. 10:22 left to go in half number 1. You're listening to WHO Des Moines. This is Northern Iowa Panther basketball. The Panthers going for their 6th consecutive victory in the season. Inside, ball is batted away. Sean Williams taking the shot. Lonnie Mead getting a hand on it. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will be maintained by North Carolina Wilmington. Top of the key with the ball. This is Carlos Kelly. Left wing to Williams. Shot deflected out of bounds, and it belongs this time to the Panthers. However, the other official, the official who was away from the scene, rules that it'll be North Carolina Wilmington with the basketball. Interesting call, and so the Seahawks have a chance to break this tie. We've just crossed the 10-minute barrier. We're tied at 11. With the ball dribbling between the circles, Frankie Dickens looking for a pass on right wing has Sean Williams. Top of the key, Carlos Kelly reverses it to Dickens. His shot is no good from 10 on the left wing. The ball bounces out of bounds, belongs once again to the Seahawks. They inbound it, get it to Dickens once again. Carmichael tries a theft. He can't get it. Ball goes out of bounds again. So Northern Iowa playing good defense, making for a rather slow game. Scott Prudhoe 10 feet away inside the lane. Shot blocked by Stork, recovered by Prudhoe. Taken away by Carmichael in the near corner from Prudhoe.
You know, he's an amazing little player. He does so many things, Mike, for UNI. He's always got his hands around the ball and takes the ball away so much. He creates things.
Up wing, Jackson has the basketball. 2-time. Right wing goes to Dave Locke. Foul line extended right side. Back to Lonnie Mead. Reverse pass and playing Chicken Jackson. Double pump on the way up to give Northern Iowa a 13-11 lead. A little over 9 minutes to go in the half. Countering in the lane, Sean Williams. Fans want a player control foul. Won't get it, however, because the foul will be called on a Northern Iowa basketball player. Shoving off. Lonnie Mead assessed that foul. Lonnie Mead, great speed pass for Dwayne Chicken Jackson on the inside on that last offensive series there, Van.
Yes, it was. It was very, very pretty. And they're getting the baseline. They just got to keep creating that by drawing that defense out to them. With the switch that UNC Wilmington made in moving to a 3-2, they're vulnerable to that. as long as you're having more people than just the point guard handle that ball out front.
At the line, Sean Williams hits the first, misses the second. 13-12 is our score. It's in favor of Northern Iowa. Lob pass to Block. Recovers momentarily. Throws it on the right wing to Meade. Whistle blows. 3-second violation. Jay Block attempting to take the lob pass inside. Got a little bit mixed up. Couldn't handle the ball at time. So in desperation, he heaved it to Lonnie Meade, and Jay Block remained in the lane, unfortunately, for the Panthers. And North Carolina Wilmington has the ball, a chance to take a 1-point lead. Inside, Trudeau open, puts it in. 14-13, 8:35 left to go in half number one. Jay Block will inbound it, gets it to Carmichael in his own zone in the far corner. Carmichael with the basketball, dribbling up ahead, breaks the press quite nicely. Brent Carmichael, a very nice Division I point guard, only 5'9". Left wing, he goes now to Jackson. Jackson forced it inside to Meade, and the Panthers pay for it with Dickens taking the ball away for North Carolina Wilmington. The Seahawks are right now leading by one, approaching the 8-minute mark to go. Dickens finds Trudeau inside, and Trudeau took steps. Let's run down the scoring, Van.
Well, right now for UNC Wilmington, Sean Williams, our leading scorer, leads them with 4, along with Leon Nicholson with 4. Edward Timmons has 2 and Frankie Dickens 2. For UNI, it's Ray Stork with 7. Dwayne Jackson, Mike Pianowski, and Lonnie Meade all have 2.
On the far hash mark, double team Block, releases to Chicken Jackson for a 15-footer in the lane. He misses, gets the rebound, puts it up, no good, and he traveled with the basketball. So a couple of traveling calls here, and we're still at 14-13 in favor of Wilmington.
I think one important thing so far, Brett Carmichael's creating a lot of things out there, but hasn't got on track offensively, and I think that's the thing that you and I can look at as a positive as the game goes along, because I think he'll break loose and do a lot of things for him.
Top of the key, Scott Trudeau lays it off now for Timmons. Timmons dribbling the ball outside, drives on Meade, circles, puts the shot up from 14. It won't go. Rebound, Jay Block, Northern Iowa, releasing the pass to Brent Carmichael, and Carmichael spinning in an attempt to grab the ball, lost it off his fingers. It belongs to Wilmington.
That was a call that was a little bit questionable, I think, Mike. So far, the calls have not exactly gone UNI's way, and I don't know what Coach Berry's going to do about that, but I think he might start talking about it here sooner or later.
In the circle, Carlos Kelly trying to find Trudeau. 3 seconds called anyway as the scramble on the floor took place. Nobody could come up with it, but now it goes over to Northern Iowa for certain since the 3-second violation was called. It's getting rough inside, and for the officials' part, Van, I will say that they are calling those 3 seconds quite consistently to keep things a little bit honest inside.
Yeah, both teams are having a little bit of problem with thinking people are going to shoot that aren't, and then they're standing around a lot inside.
Here's a shot. Pianowski 15 away in the lane. No. Rebound, Carlos Kelly driving down left wing, bounces it off twice nicely for Williams, and Williams got the bucket. Count the basket by Williams on the 3-on-1 fast break. We also have a foul called, and that foul will be called against Dwayne Chicken Jackson of Northern Iowa. On Dwayne, his first, team foul number 6. Team fouls now at 6 for UNI, 5 for North Carolina Wilmington. Again, our score is 16 for Wilmington, 13 for the Panthers. 6:53 left to go until halftime. At the line right now, having a chance to convert on the 3-point play, Sean Williams does so and makes it now a 13-17 basketball game. 4 points, that equals the largest lead that either team has had. North Carolina Wilmington once had a 4-point lead earlier. Left wing, Pianowski with the basketball. Reverses it to Dave Carley on the right foul line extended. Backs off, throws between the circles for Meade. High post turnaround jumper. Stork's got it down. Ray Stork, 9 points in the game so far. It is now a 17-15 basketball game with 6.5 minutes remaining. Ray Stork so far on the season coming into this basketball game, averaging about 11.5 points. And right now he's got 9 already. Lonnie Meade makes the recovery of a bad pass intended for Carlos Kelly. Kicks it out on the right foul line, extended for Dave Carley. Same wing, they go to Meade. High post on that near side. It is Ray Stork. And the Panthers now set it up between the circles with Carley. To Pianowski on the right wing. High post. It is Meade laying it low to Jackson. Jackson's shot hits the side of the rim. The rebound, Timmons, a 3-on-2. He might take it all the way. slows up on left wing. Lets Dickens have the shot from 14. Won't go. Rebound, Dave Carley for the Northern Iowa Panthers. Dave Carley. Bounce pass left wing to Lonnie Mead. And Lonnie Jackson intercepted quite nicely by Leon Nicholson. Those lobs just aren't working. I think Northern Iowa should cut it out. They're down by 2, 5.5 minutes left to go until the halftime. Wilmington with the basketball. Driving parallel to the end line. It is Simmons. Holds up now against the defense from Meade. Throws right wing for Carlos Kelly. And Carlos Kelly took steps.
Here in the last minute or so since Wilmington's been trying to really push the ball up the court with Carley at point guard, trying to create a lot of things against Northern Iowa. I think Coach Berry, if he can hold him here for another minute and get Brett back in the game, will accomplish what he wants to accomplish here, Mike.
Our score is 17-15 in favor of North Carolina Wilmington. The Panthers are down by 2, but they have the ball. Between the circles, Dave Carley. Right foul line extended, Lonnie Mead. Back to Carley it goes. Left corner, Pianowski with the basketball. Foul line extended for Carley. Lob pass to Jackson. He gets it. Not close enough to the basket to try a shot, so back outside it goes to Mead on the near hash mark. Mead dribbling with his right hand, goes right corner for Chicken Jackson. Double team, takes the baseline anyway. Whistle blows. And a foul will be called on Leon Nicholson, taking the baseline along with Jackson. So good move by Dwayne Chicken Jackson to draw the foul. On Nicholson, that'll be foul number 2. And as a team, North Carolina Wilmington now has 6. Dwayne Chicken Jackson sitting down to some nice applause. It is not a shooting foul, and Northern Iowa will inbound the common foul to the left side of the basket. 4:44 remaining until halftime. The Panthers have the ball. They're down by 2 points. Right corner, Mead had the shot. Whistle blows before it can be taken, and we have a foul away from the ball.
Rick Carmichael set up a real nice pick there to screen off for Lonnie Mead to get the jump shot, and Nicholson didn't even see him standing there.
On Nicholson, that is foul number 3, and the Northern Iowa Panthers are into the bonus with 4:40 remaining until the end of the first half. Brent Carmichael now going to the line for the Northern Iowa Panthers. Their leading scorer, averaging 12 points a game, and from the line shooting 75%. First shot is up. It is in.
Well, that breaks the ice for Carmichael, and I think that's a good thing because it just might let him explode here for the rest of the half, and UNI's in a very good shape right at this point.
Breaks the ice for the Panthers as a team. First points they've scored in 1:49. Now they get a couple and draw to a tie at 17 all. Full court press by the Panthers. Scott Trudeau in his own zone, dribbling up. Stops and throws it across the line to Zalzano on the left hash mark. Salzano dribbling against Carley at the top of the key. Looking for a pass and goes right foul line extended for Dennis Tobin. Leaves it off to Scott Trudeau. He took steps. Scott Trudeau, about the 3rd time a traveling violation's been called on him, so credit it to North Carolina Wilmington's lack of concentration or great denial of the ball and pressure defense by UNI. I prefer to think it's a little bit of both. Here come the Panthers with a chance to take the lead. 4:11 remaining until halftime. Carley goes cross court to Mead on the far side. Leaves it off top of the key for Carmichael. Left sideline, Lonnie Mead with the ball. Carmichael, Carley working it around the perimeter. Right baseline, Pianowski. Yeah! Panthers take the lead, 19-17. 3:51 left to go until halftime. The first lead the Panthers have had since the 9:05 mark of this opening half. In the circle, gunning and hitting from 15 at the line, McMillan draws the Wilmington Seahawks to a tie at 19 all. 3.5 minutes left to go until the end of the first half. Here come the Panthers with a chance to take the lead once again. Carley on the right foul line extended, reverses it for Lonnie Mead. Back to Carley. Carmichael on the left side to Mead, and he shoots from 15 on the left wing, no good. Chasing the rebound down for North Carolina Wilmington, it's Tobin. Tobin, and the fans think he took steps as he crossed the line on the right side. Leaves it off for Salzano. Right corner with the shot, no good. It is Dennis Tobin. Whistle blows on the rebound, and we have a foul called on the inside.
You're listening to WHO Des Moines.
Seahawk player attempting to go for the rebound was Sean Williams, and Sean Williams is called for his first foul. Here comes Northern Iowa with the basketball. Northern Iowa Tied now at 19, 2:57 left to go in the half, and Carmichael finds Lonnie Mead on the lob. 21-19 in favor of Northern Iowa. 2:46 left to go until halftime. Left wing with the ball, it is Trudeau, Mike Trudeau, the brother of Scott Trudeau, who it goes out of bounds, and it belongs to the Northern Iowa Panthers. Substitution coming into the game. Mike Pianowski coming in for Lonnie Mead. So Lonnie Mead taking a rest after taking some fine shots and setting up some fine plays. Pianowski left wing has Stork, and Stork puts it in 5 feet away on the left baseline. UNI using the height advantage to the maximum. They built up a 4-point lead with 2:19 left to go. Salzano countering, or at least trying to, from 15 in the lane. Can't get the shot. The rebound comes outside. Timmons takes the ball on right wing. Looking for a shot. Goes inside. McMillan lays it up around Stork. 23-21. 2 minutes left to go until the end of the first half. Here comes Brent Carmichael with the basketball. If 2-point margins mean anything at halftime, then the Panthers have a little bit to worry about, I guess, if you believe in superstitions, as Pianowski guns on the left corner, misses. Block tries to bat the rebound away, but it goes off his fingers, and so it belongs to the North Carolina Wilmington Seahawks. Now they give it to the Panthers, I guess. That was a strange call. Anyway, the Panthers have it. They're up by 2. I'll finish that story later. Brent Carmichael and Jay Block now trying to play catch with it. Carmichael between the circles. Goes right wing to Block. Leaves it off for Carly. Right side of the key. Switch. 25-21. All I'm going to say is that the Panthers had a 2-point lead at halftime of the last game and lost by 14 against Wilmington, but I don't know if that really means anything. The Panthers have a 4-point lead. 25-21, a minute 20 left to go until the halftime. Carlos Kelly, low post, laying it off for Timmons. Fall away jumper, nice shot. 25-23, as Timmons was double teamed. We have 1:10 left to go in the first half. Jay Block finds Dave Carly in his own zone in the near corner. He's dribbling up on right wing, throws it way down court for Pianowski on the baseline. Ray Stork comes down on the opposite side, puts it up. No good anyway. The whistle blows, and we have a foul called on a Wilmington player. It goes against Randy McMillan of the Seahawks from Wilmington. Nope.
One of the things UNI has been doing here, Mike, is they take advantage of when they can push the ball up court. Right now, they've been getting the ball down to Ray, and Ray's taking all advantages of the things they're doing for him.
Well, they indicated that the foul was called on Randy McMillan. They have up there that the foul was called on Nicholson. Somebody has his first foul. Anyway, Stork hits the first of the shots and gets the second one, puts it up and in. 27-23, now in favor of Northern Iowa. We've got 54 seconds left until halftime. Van Coleman, our color and stat man, will be our halftime guest, talking about college basketball recruiting. And another traveling call called against Dickens of North Carolina Wilmington. The defensive pressure applied by Dave Carly of UNI. Here come the Panthers, probably looking for the last shot. 44 seconds remaining until the end of the first half. Carmichael in his own zone, far hash mark for Block. Right hash mark, or the near hash mark as we sit here on the table, for Dave Carly. Carly with the ball, takes a look at the clock, throws right wing to Pianowski. Back between the circles for Carmichael. Lays it off in the lane for Pianowski. Whistle blows before the shot is taken. 3 seconds. Well, the officials are calling it close tonight. You couldn't get any closer with a razor blade.
Yeah, I think they're getting a little bit carried away with the 3 seconds on that one. When you're in an offensive move, it's supposed to nullify it as long as they're not in there but with 2 seconds. So I think they was a situation where it was a fine line. Like you said, it's with a razor blade tonight.
Baseline, Timmons the shot. Don't count it because Timmons committed a player control foul as he drove the baseline against Brent Carmichael. Carmichael's up, he's all right. On Timmons, that'll be foul number 1. And here come the Panthers now with a chance to get that lead up to 6 points. 6 seconds to go, and blocked. Incomplete to Pianowski. In the attack zone, the only guy down there was Pianowski. Doesn't matter if Northern Iowa touched it or not. The ball was thrown out of bounds by Block. The ball belongs to North Carolina Wilmington. If that's what the debate is about, it's very simple.
Well, I think what he wasn't sure about, Mike, is whether the ball, if neither one touched, of course, it would go Wilmington's way, but I think he wasn't really sure whether the Wilmington man did touch it.
I don't think anybody touched it, and here comes Wilmington now. 5 seconds to go. Dickens pulls up from 15. Yes. 2 seconds remaining. 1 second, and that is the end of the first half. And it is a Northern Iowa lead of 2 points. 27-25. You know, in sports, the clock can work for you or against you. Make you a winner or a loser. It depends on how you use the clock. The same is true of long-distance phone calls. Northwestern Bell wants you to know that time can definitely be on your side. For example, did you know that when the clock strikes 5 p.m., you're immediately ahead of the game? That's right, because 5 p.m. on weekdays, long-distance rates for calls you dial direct to anywhere in the continental USA go down by 35%. And that means you can talk longer for less money. So you see, time is working for you. Right now, I know you can think of a friend or a relative you'd like to talk to. They would love to hear from you. And after 5 tonight would be the ideal time. So put the clock on your side. Call someone tonight after 5. It's about time you did. Long distance from Northwestern Bell. Our score here at halftime is Northern Iowa 27 and the University of North Carolina Wilmington 25. Another 2-point lead for the Panthers enjoyed here at the Unidome, a place where they've only lost once, and that being against Nebraska in the championship game of the holiday tournament back in December. Nebraska is quite good, of course. They are one of the teams that knocked off the Missouri Tigers. So we'll come back, summarize the first half, both as far as the running score and as far as the point totals go, and then we'll be talking about recruiting. Now this for Peaster. Panthers will take it here, leading by a couple of points over North Carolina Wilmington, 27-25. Actually, both teams shot quite well. 52% for North Carolina Wilmington, 53% in the first half for the Northern Iowa Panthers, but it was boring and inconsistent in the sense that the teams, both of them, were very sloppy with the basketball. 12 turnovers in the first half for Wilmington, 11 for Northern Iowa. Now here come the Panthers, and they'll be starting with Lonnie Meade, Brent Carmichael, Ray Stork, Mike Pianowski, and Jay Block. Here comes Brent Carmichael with the basketball. The Panthers leading, as we say, by a couple of points. Carmichael standing in the center circle, just letting the count go down to the very, very minimum. Now he throws on the right backcourt for Lonnie Meade. Lonnie Meade taking a look at the official, watching the count. He's on the right hash mark. Far deep corner for Brent Carmichael. Brent Carmichael trots cautiously up to the far hash mark. Bounces it back on the far corner for Lonnie Meade. Lonnie Meade now up to right wing. He might drive. Now he backs off on that same wing. Lob pass on the side for Ray Stork, and he throws it right back out on the near corner for Brent Carmichael. Cross-court bounce pass to Lonnie Meade. 19:16 left to go in the basketball game. Cross-court it goes to Jay Block. They're trying to draw the North Carolina Wilmington defenders out. North Carolina Wilmington is obligated to play defense because they're down at this point. They have to start the action and not the University of Northern Iowa. Of course, the 5-second rule remains in effect. Lonnie Meade, left backcourt, gets to the left wing, now stops and throws it back out in the center circle for Brent Carmichael. Van, your comment?
Well, I think right now UNI is trying to draw them out of the zone, make them play man-to-man. So far, Wilmington hasn't conceded that. They're just putting a little more pressure in a zone-type offense. I think UNI feels that man-to-man-wise, especially inside with Ray Stork, that Wilmington can't handle them.
Well, you haven't missed anything since Van just made that comment. In the left near corner, it is Jay Block. Left wing, Lonnie Meade looking inside, now throws it out on the center circle for Brent Carmichael. There are some people clapping. I guess they like this stall. I could take it or leave it. Jay Block drives down in the lane, throws it back outside, left backcourt for Lonnie Meade. Now he'll take the lane. He's in the lane, lays it up and in! Lonnie Meade! Oh, man, he's the guy that got Northern Iowa their lead in the first half, man. He's taking up now where he started off.
That's right. You know, I think that Jim Berry rewarded him with the start in the second half because he did make things happen in that middle part of the first half, and he started right off in the second half doing it again. Lonnie Meade draws the foul. Basket draws the foul very nicely from Carlos Kelly. On Kelly, his first, team foul number 1 on the North Carolina Wilmington Seahawks. Meade misses the foul shot, the rebound down to North Carolina Wilmington. They step it up a bit. Dickens takes the shot from 15, got it. 29-27, 17:49 left to go in our basketball game from the Unidome in Cedar Falls, Iowa. This is WHO Des Moines. Right hash mark, Lonnie Meade. Shovels it
On the right backcourt for Jay Block. Here we go in UNI second half stall, I guess we could call it. Panthers leading by 2, so they can afford to mess around with the basketball and force North Carolina Wilmington to come out and take them. Meade will drive the lane once again, pulls up for 15. Oh, weak shot hit the front of the rim. The whistle blows, and we have a foul called on Mike Pianowski as assessed the foul for Northern Iowa on Michael. That'll be foul number 2, team foul number 1 on the Northern Iowa Panthers. And if North Carolina converts on this possession right here, Van, I think the Panthers might want to throw that stall out the window.
Yeah, they're going to have to start going with the offense. As long as they have control with a 2-point lead, they can try to make Wilmington play defense. But when it gets down to even, they're going to have to create.
Timmons near corner. Took it, circles back outside. It's Carlos Kelly at the top of the key. Between the circles, Dickens calls the play for Wilmington. His team down by 2. Inside, finds McMillan. His shot, no. Rebound, Stork. Shovels it ahead for Carmichael. Down court to Block very quickly, lays up, but it was slapped away on the defense by Sean Williams. And down come the North Carolina Wilmington Seahawks with Williams putting it up and in and drawing the foul as well. Williams got the block, ran down court with the basketball, and got the basket right underneath. The foul will be called. It looks as if it might be on Mike Pianowski. That's because that's what they have up there, but it's called on Ray Stork, number 41, his first, team foul number 2 on Northern Iowa. Ray Stork has 13 points so far. And on the other end, Sean Williams hits the free throw to make it now a 30-29 basketball game. And Northern Iowa has the ball. They're down by a point with 16.5 minutes left to go in this basketball game. Brett Carmichael with the basketball. Right hash mark for Jay Block. Between the circles, Lonnie Meade. Right wing for Jay Block again. Between the circles, Pianowski. Around the horn they go with Meade. Pianowski, Block. Far deep corner, it is Brett Carmichael trying to lob it inside for Stork. Pass is picked off. Here comes Timmons for Wilmington. His team leading right now by 1 point. Throws to his backcourt teammate Dickens. Dickens retreats to the right backcourt. Now he's standing in the circle and almost a 5-second call and gets rid of it in time to Timmons. Right backcourt it goes to Dickens. He'll try the left side. Has a teammate right there in Sean Williams. In the circle they go to Carlos Kelly. The ball is tapped away by Meade. Jay Block trying to chase it down for Northern Iowa. Can't get caught up to it. Ball rolls out of bounds. It belongs to North Carolina Wilmington. So once again, start the second half just as we started the first half, Van Coleman. UNI playing pretty good defense, but they just can't seem to get their hands on the ball once they force the turnover.
Well, that was a situation where maybe they could have been a little more patient.
We have a player control foul called on North Carolina Wilmington's Frankie Dickens as he was aiming the shot from about 15 feet on the right side of the circle. On Dickens, that'll be foul number 2 and team foul number 2 on North Carolina Wilmington. The Panthers with the basketball. They're trailing by 1 point. 15 minutes to go in the game. Left side of the circle, Meade. 45-degree angle pass on the far side for Pianowski. Takes the baseline. Air ball on the shot. Rebound, Timmons. Wraps the arms around the basketball and lays it off for Dickens of North Carolina Wilmington. Here comes Wilmington with a chance to take a 3-point lead. On the left foul line extended, Dickens. In the circle, McMillan. Left wing, pass intercepted by Carmichael. Carmichael will take it all the way down, lay it up, and miss the shot. Rebound, McMillan. Intercepted by Pianowski. He shoots. It's good! Pianowski grabbing the interception and making Wilmington pay for it. Now has 6 points. Makes it 31-30. 14.5 minutes left to go in our basketball game. The Panthers leading by 1 slim point. Left foul line extended, Dickens. In the circle, McMillan faces the basket. Bounce pass left side, picked off again by Carmichael. Ahead to Pianowski, right wing, has me, but Pianowski will keep and miss it. Rebound, McMillan for Wilmington. Outlet on the near side for Dickens. Baseline they go to Carlos Kelly, back out to Dickens, 15 feet away, 32-31, North Carolina Wilmington. Once again has taken a 1-point lead, and we're closing down on the 14-minute marking from the Unidome in Cedar Falls. A 3-2 zone employed by North Carolina Wilmington. Let's see how the Panthers attack it with Brett Carmichael on the left sideline. Right side of the circle going to Pianowski inside Stork. Puts it up and in. Stork, having a marvelous game, his first points of the second half, now has 15 totally in this basketball game, and it is now 33-32 in favor of UNI. 13:46 remaining until the end of the game. At the line, Ray Stork. I think they found the key to breaking that 3-2. Gets the foul shot, makes it 34-32, Van Coleman.
Yes, if they rotate the ball like they did that time to the strong side corner and leave Ray as the offside person, when he broke across the lane, it created a one-on-one situation which Wilmington can't handle.
North Carolina Wilmington wants a timeout so they can figure out a way to handle it. Our score is 34-32. UNI leading by 2, 13:39 left to go in the basketball game. And before we go back to the game, Northwestern Bell would like to remind you of some ways to save money on long distance. We all know that long distance can be a lot of fun. It feels good to talk to close friends and relatives, even if they are far away. There are some things to keep in mind while you're keeping in touch, however. First, dial the call direct, without operator assistance. Why? Well, it's quicker, it's easier, and here's the strong point. It's a lot cheaper for you than going through the operator. Second, the time you place your calls can make a big difference in the cost of the call itself. Evening and weekend rates are discounted. By the way, this is a weekend. Between 5 and 11 p.m. on weekdays, you save 35% on direct dialed calls. You save 60% after 11 p.m. weekdays and on weekends until 5 p.m. on Sunday. With savings like this, you can talk a lot longer for less money. Long distance, it's still a bargain with Northwestern Bell. Right now, a 60% discount on long distance phone calls. 13:39 left to go in the basketball game. Our score is UNI 34, North Carolina Wilmington 32. As we mentioned before, Ray Stork has 15 points for the UNI Panthers. Next in line, Mike Pianowski and Ronnie Mead with 6 apiece. And then Brent Carmichael has 1. For the North Carolina Wilmington team, they're called the Seahawks. Leading scorer so far is Frankie Dickens, one of the guards, with 8. He has the ball as play is resumed. Right foul line extended, it goes for McMillan. In the circle, Timmons shoots and hits from 17. We have a tie at 34. 13:25 remaining in the basketball game. Full court pressure by North Carolina Wilmington. Ronnie Mead breaks it on right wing. Stops, pulls up, shoots, no good. Rebound fought for, Jay Block's got it, loses it, however. Timmons takes the ball for Wilmington. Has it on the right side. Looking back, has Dickens. Dickens inside for Carlos Kelly, and the shot is blocked away. We have a foul called, however, on a UNI player, and it is going to be called on Mike Pianowski, and on Mike, that is foul number 3, the third team foul on the Northern Iowa Panthers. Our score right now is 34-34. At the line, shooting on the aftermath of the collision underneath is Sean Williams, the leading scorer for the Seahawks. Pianowski will sit down now. Into the game, Dave Carley. Also sitting down, Lonnie Mead. Into the game for Mead is Chicken Jackson. Now here comes the second shot on the foul situation for Sean Williams. Sean Williams has 8. Puts it down again. He's got 9 points unofficially, making it a 36-34 basketball game with 13 minutes remaining in it. From the Unidome in Cedar Falls, the Panthers of UNI on the attack with Brent Carmichael between the circles. A 1-2-2 now is the zone employed by North Carolina Wilmington. Now they fall back into a 3-2 zone. Right side line, Carley fishes it in for Stork. His turnaround jumper on the baseline goes in. 36 all, 12:39 remaining until the end of regulation. It's been a nip and tuck affair all the way. First game, it was North Carolina Wilmington getting some fast break buckets in the second half, and the Panthers never were able to catch up. And Timmons can't catch up with a pass that comes to him at the top of the key from Carlos Kelly. Ball flies out of bounds, belongs to the Panthers.
This lineup that Coach Gray has in right now, I think, is an excellent lineup against the 3-2 zone. A lot of quickness out front and on the wings. It's going to allow them to move the ball around this zone a lot quicker and to penetrate a lot better.
Michael finds Stork inside. 3 fakes, puts the shot up, no good. And Ray Stork manages to draw the foul, however, from a Wilmington player. Ray Stork will be going to the line. He already has 18 points in the basketball game. Ray Stork, his personal high is 22. He's hit that a couple of times. The first time came against Western Illinois here at the Unidome. The second time came against Valparaiso, and that was in Valparaiso, Indiana. Right now, as we say, he's got 18. At the line, he's got 19. The foul, by the way, was called on North Carolina Wilmington's Randy McMillan. On McMillan, foul number 2, team foul number 4 on Wilmington. UNI has 3 team fouls. 12:10 left to go in the game, and Ray Stork puts it through again to make it 38-36. Man, I cannot remember a free throw that Ray Stork has missed tonight.
He missed the one on the technical, Mike.
Okay, that's the only one I think that I can remember. He's been nearly perfect, and if he hasn't been perfect, why UNI would be down by a lot of points. They're up by 2 right now the way it stands. Timmons, low post, ball taken away by Carmichael. Carmichael has the ball, dribbling across the line, spins, gets away, pulls up from 15 on the left side of the key, no good, blocked the rebound, puts it up and in. 40-36. 3,500 fans go stark raving mad in the Unidome. 11:29 left to go in the basketball game. Block, another steal almost, not quite though, and inside, Sean Williams beats the UNI Panthers on a very nice 7-foot layup in the lane. 40-38. We now have 11:16 left to go in the basketball game. Full court pressure. Brent Carmichael, he's double-teamed. He loses the ball, regains it, throws it ahead for Ray Stork. It's a 3-on-2, but Jackson chooses not to pursue it between the circles. Throws it back for Brent Carmichael. 40-38. Under 11 minutes to go in the basketball game. Panthers by 2 with the ball. Baseline, Carmichael, no good. Rebound block, chasing it down. And the applause goes up because as Block was chasing the ball down, he was impeded by doing so, as a North Carolina Wilmington player commits the foul. And according to the statistics, it's against Ed Timmons, his 3rd, team foul number 5 on Wilmington. Team fouls now, Wilmington 5, UNI 3. Panthers with the ball, leading by 2. 10:40 left to go in the game. Carley at the top of the key. Right wing, they go to Carmichael and lays it off to Ray Stork, who puts it in once again on the low post. Ray Stork now has 22 points, tying his career high. 42-38. Left wing trying to counter Timmons on a sloppy 10-foot shot. Rebound Carmichael down to Jackson. Gets it home! All of a sudden, Van Coleman, the game is getting out of hand from North Carolina Wilmington's view. This is a very tough place in which to win if you're a visiting team. And the Northern Iowa Panther fans are on their feet. 3,500 strong. Our score, 44 Northern Iowa, 38 for North Carolina Wilmington. 10:08 remaining to go in this basketball game. Now this for Peaster.
You're on the go, gas getting low. It's good to know there's Peaster, 'cause when you stop, you pump and you go.
In order for you to pay for your gasoline with a check, most gas stations require that you have 73 forms of identification, a note from your banker, and mother tattooed on your left arm. Meet the Peaster solution. At a Peaster station, you simply show your benefit of the doubt card, and the Peaster attendant will cheerfully accept your personal check for any amount up to your full purchase. Stop leaving your children at gas stations as collateral. Come to Peaster today and apply for your free benefit of the doubt card.
Pump, pump your own. Peaster, it's fast. Pump, pump your own. Peaster's the gas. Pump, pump.
This is Northern Iowa Panther basketball on WHO Sports Radio. 44-38. The Panthers leading by 6. They have outscored North Carolina Wilmington 10-2 in the last 2 minutes and 47 seconds, Van Coleman.
Yes, and the big thing here is all night long they've been creating turnovers, but not getting anything on the other end. Times down when they've created the turnover, they've scored the points, and that's one of the big differences in that stretch.
Some substitutions now have come in for North Carolina Wilmington, but Sean Williams, one of the starters, gets North Carolina Wilmington going with a 10-foot jumper in the lane, making it 44-40. We are under 10 minutes to go, and Lonnie Meade, dribbling down the court, is slashed across the arm by Ed Timmons of North Carolina Wilmington. That foul occurs with 9:50 remaining in our basketball game. On Timmons, that'll be foul number 6 on the North Carolina Wilmington Seahawks. Timmons has so far 6 points, so his loss really wouldn't be that destructive, offensively at least, for North Carolina Wilmington. However, they would miss his playmaking abilities. Common foul, so the Panthers take it. Meade, top of the key, right next to him, blocked. Underneath, it is Ray Stork. Ball is tapped away nicely by Dennis Tobin of Wilmington, and he lays it off for Salzano. 44-40. 9.5 minutes to go in the game. The Panthers lead by 4. They're on to bench. Tobin, right side of the key. Left side of the key, Trudeau. On the left wing, Salzano fishing it in for Leon Nicholson, and Leon Nicholson appears to have elbowed Lonnie Mead out of the way, but the foul will be called instead against Lonnie Mead of UNI.
One of the reasons for that, Mike, is that the player, when he goes up for a ball, has the right to come down. Lonnie Mead was a little too close. Nicholson hit him on his way down.
44-40 is our score. Northern Iowa by 4 points, and the Seahawks from Wilmington will inbound it. Salzano now standing in the left backcourt, directs the play, yelling out instructions. Now he starts his way down the wing and passes it off for Sean Williams on that same wing. Back out top, Tobin, whistle away from the ball. 3 seconds on the North Carolina Wilmington Seahawks.
I can't remember a game that I've seen so many as 3-second calls in as we've seen tonight. They are really calling it tight inside.
Jay Block will key the inbounds pass. Has Carly. Carly, a fantastic substitute guard for the Northern Iowa Panthers. Does a better job off the bench than starting. And boy, his contributions have been amazing. Wish we had time to tell you all about them. But anyway, the Panthers with the ball. Far corner, Jackson rolls around the rim, in and out the rebound to North Carolina Wilmington. Salzano with the basketball. Races down the court. Slows things up on the far hash mark and sets things up near the center circle. His team down by 4 points. 8:30 to go in the game. Fishes a pass into Williams, and Williams traveled with the ball thanks to defensive pressure applied by Ray Stork. So here come the Panthers now with a chance to take possibly a 6-point lead. Jay Block underneath the basket will throw it in, or at least try to. He's got Carly in the far corner in his own zone. Carly is double teamed. Trying for a pass, bounces it to Lonnie Mead on the foul line, extended near sider in his own zone. Switches hands on the dribble, might take it all the way, and tried to find Jackson underneath with the basketball, but Jackson touched the baseline as he was taking it.
At this point, Wilmington looks like they want to create the game. They're going into the full court press. This is an important time in the game for them with Brent Carmichael out of the game. They feel they can go after UNI.
Between the circles, Nicholson with the ball. Stork tried to tap it away, and we have a foul call on Nicholson of North Carolina Wilmington. And Dave Curley shakes Ray Stork's hand. Ray Stork, the tallest player in this basketball game, making a very important defensive play as Leon Nicholson lost control of the ball and was assessed the foul as well. On Nicholson, that is foul number 4. And the Panthers are in the bonus with Ray Stork at the line, one of the best free throw shooters for the Northern Iowa Panthers. As a matter of fact, he's the second best coming into this basketball game. Ray Stork right now has 22 points. Looking for a career high right here. He's got it. Career high. Ray Stork, 23 points. Some substitutions now coming in for the Seahawks. Looks like a little bit shorter lineup, I think, Van. Perhaps they want to get some speed in there. Ray Stork has 23. He's going for 24, and he's got it. 24 points. A new high, a personal best for Ray Stork.
Well, Ray's been a kind of a ball of fire here in the second half. He's got 11 of the 16 points that the UNI has scored here in the second half so far.
Ray Stork, a 3.7 average as he is majoring in accounting. And it is now Timmons countering 15 feet away on the left side of the key, making it 46-42. He's a COSIDA All-American, 3.7 average from Marengo, Iowa, a junior and 2 varsity letters with the Panthers. 24 points in this basketball game for the big 6'11 boy. Between the circles, it is Carmichael. Left foul line extended. It is Mead. Back to Carmichael. Right side on the sideline, Jay Block. They reverse it to Brent Carmichael, who's back into the basketball game on the left wing. Carmichael, it has Jay Block. Back to Carmichael. They're switching and cutting, and Lonnie Mead forces the pass inside for Stork that is picked off by Dickens. He puts it up and in on the fast break. All of a sudden, that 6-point lead has disappeared down to a 2-point lead with 6.5 minutes remaining in the basketball game. But Ray Stork jams it home on the feed from Brett Carmichael in traffic. 48-44 in favor of Northern Iowa. 6:44 left to go in the basketball game. Dickens on the foul line extended left side, lays it off for Timmons, whose shot from the head of the circle goes in. Makes it 48-46. Dave Carley in his own zone once again. a frown on his face as he looks for a pass. Now he's a little bit happier. He has Brent Carmichael, and Carmichael crosses the circle. And the cheers go up around the Unidome. Go, go, go for the Panthers. Right wing, it is Brent Carmichael. Between the circles, Dave Carley. Carley to Carmichael. Left side of the circle, Meade. Reversing it to Carmichael on the far side. 6 minutes remaining in the basketball game. Something's going to break here. Jay Block calls a timeout before anything can. Our score is Northern Iowa 48 and North Carolina Wilmington 46. We have 6 minutes exactly left to go on this ball game. Now this for AGI.
We're gonna win you over. AGI is gonna win you over. We're your local friend and neighbor, and we're gonna treat you right. We're your independent grocer, AGI. We're gonna win you over. AGI.
For your AGI grocer, success depends on you, his customers, not the dictates of some big corporate head office. There's no waiting for a transfer. He's in business for keeps, or he's not in business at all. He's committed to the life and livelihood of your community. You see, serving his customers is not just a job, it is his business.
We're your independent grocer, AGI. We're gonna win you over. AGI.
We're back at the Unidome in Cedar Falls, Iowa. This is Northern Iowa Panther basketball on WHO Sports Radio. Our score is Northern Iowa 48, North Carolina Wilmington 46. And the Panthers called a timeout. I think Jim Berry wants to settle them down, Van Coleman.
Yes, that pass that Lonnie Meade made inside was one that he could have dished out, and they would have had the ball the last time down. And at that point, they were working the perimeter, but not attacking. And I think he wanted to get him into the flow of the offense and what he wanted him to do.
Here we go. Play is back in. The Panthers with the basketball. Brent Carmichael dribbling between the circles. Goes right wing for Lonnie Meade. Back out on top for Pianowski. On top, Meade, 20 feet away. Good! Lonnie Meade making amends quickly. 50 to 46. 5:45 remaining in the basketball game. The Panthers have a chance to go to the NIT, provided, according to head coach Jim Berry, the Panthers win their remaining games. And this is where it starts. Left wing, Sean Williams with the basketball. Reverses it for Dickens in traffic. Dickens has the basketball on the right wing. Lays it off for Williams. Baseline on the near side. Looking for Carlos Kelly to McMillan. 14 feet away in the circle. He's got it down. 50 to 48. 5:13 remaining in the basketball game. Lonnie Meade with the basketball. Throws it to Brent Carmichael. Carmichael jogging his way up the court. Switching hands on the dribble. Right sideline Meade. Between the circles, it's Dave Carley. To Meade once again on same wing. Left side, they reverse it with Carley. Bounce pass low post. Jay Block takes the line. Reverse pivots, and we have a foul called. Jay Block in traffic, executing the reverse pivot, heading into the teeth of that UNCW defense, and draws the foul. Good move by Jay Block. 4:51 left to go in the basketball game. The foul is called on Sean Williams of North Carolina Wilmington, his second. And the Panthers are in the 1-1. They've been in the 1-1 for quite some time in the second half. Jay Block crouches, aims, hits. 51 to 48, a 3-point lead for the Northern Iowa Panthers with 4:51 remaining in regulation. Jay Block coming into this game, averaging 8 points so far. He's got 3, going for 4, and he's got 4. So Jay Block makes it a 52 to 48 basketball game. Here come the North Carolina Wilmington Seahawks. Controlling the play, Frankie Dickens. Barking out instructions. Baseline right side for Williams. Back it goes. They reverse it for Dickens. He takes a shot from 20. No good. A yellow shirt there to put the rebound in. We'll go ahead and credit Randy McMillan with the basket. Absolutely no white shirts around there at all. Now is not the time to get slack on defense. 52 to 50. Northern Iowa's lead has been cut to 2. 4:20 left to go in the basketball game. Blocked shot inside is blocked away by Williams. Quickly, the Seahawks get it down with Williams, bouncing it off the glass and in, and the foul is called on Jay Block. So Jay Block lost twice that time to Williams. First, the shot was blocked away by Williams. Then Williams controlled the play. Jay Block, falling back helplessly on defense, committed the foul against Williams. And now, We don't have the points up on the board yet. I guess they won't be up on the board. I guess the foul was called after the whistle. And Coach Mel Gibson protesting, saying that it should be a basket. Meanwhile, the shot is missed at the foul line. Now they have counted it. It is up on the board, 52 all. 4 minutes left to go in the game. I thought that shot counted. Between the circles, Carley. Right wing, Carmichael. Between the circles, Carley leaves it off for Meade. Left lane, tried to shuffle it into Ray Stork. Recovers, puts it up and in, but don't count the basket as we have a foul called on Randy McMillan, who ended up on his knees in an effort to block the shot by Ray Stork. That's how hard he was trying.
Well, Coach Berry saw what kind of problems he was having inside, and he put Ray Stork back in the game, and as we can see right there, he creates things inside for him again.
Ray Stork has 26 big points. He has the 1-and-1. He has already surpassed, now has 27, already surpassed the individual high for a Northern Iowa Panther this season as far as scoring goes. Carmichael had 22 one time against Drake. Stork had 22 against Western Illinois, and Valparaiso hits both. He's got 28 points. 28 points for the junior from Marengo, Iowa, who is majoring in accounting with a 3.7 average. North Carolina, Wilmington, with Simmons bombing away 20 feet left wing, makes it 54 all. The game ain't over by any stretch of the imagination. 3:33 remaining in the basketball game. Right wing, it is Lonnie Meade with the basketball. Looking for a pass outside, has blocked. Now leaves it off for Carmichael between the circles. Carmichael, right foul line extended for Lonnie Meade. Back to Carmichael, left baseline block, 3 to hit, no. 16 feet away, and Stork puts the rebound down. Let's see if the basket counts. There's a foul called, and count the basket by Ray Stork. 30 points. 30 points. Our score now is 56 to 54. 3:13 remaining in the basketball game. The foul was called on North Carolina Wilmington's Carlos Kelly. Ray Stork misses the foul shot, one of the very few foul shots that he has missed. Our score remains 56 to 54, approaching the 3-minute mark to go in the basketball game. Left wing, it is Williams with the ball, leaving off for Kelly, and back it goes to McMillan underneath. Stork got caught sleeping on defense. 56 all is our score. 2:52 remaining in the basketball game. Panthers with the basketball. Right sideline Meade. Headed to the circle, Carmichael. Again to Meade. He says, let's take a chance. High off the rim. The rebound brought down by Carlos Kelly, the leading rebounder for the North Carolina Wilmington Seahawks. Jim Berry up off the bench, angered that Meade took that shot from that far away. And here comes North Carolina Wilmington with a chance to take the lead. If they do so, it will have been the first lead they have in the second half since the 13-minute mark. And now we have about 2 minutes to go. Left wing, Sean Williams. Underneath, they try to go to McMillan, and McMillan is slapped on the wrist by Ray Stork, I believe. It's against Jay Block instead. On Jay Block, that'll be number 3, 16 fouls on the Panthers. And North Carolina Wilmington will inbound it. Dickens on the right wing. Trots it outside, sets the play up. 2 minutes to go in the basketball game, Van.
Well, at this point, if you believe in those kind of statistics that usually don't mean a whole lot, UNC Wilmington has not won a game that's been a close game. They've lost all 7 games that were within 2 points at the end of the ball game.
Head of the circle, it is McMillan, leaving it off for Dickens on the other side of the circle, the left side. Wilmington working the left wing with McMillan. Top of the key they go now with Sean Williams. Switches hands on the dribble and leaves it on the high post for Dickens. Inside Williams on a pass from Dickens, lays it in. It is now 58 to 56 in favor of North Carolina Wilmington. 1:23 remaining in our basketball game. The Panthers are in trouble despite the fact that Ray Stork has 30 points unofficially. Left wing, Brent Carmichael. Right foul line extended Meade inside Stork, and a shot is blocked away by McMillan. Out of bounds it goes, belongs to Northern Iowa. So for the time being, North Carolina Wilmington denies UNI the tying basket. 1:09 is the time remaining in regulation. Panthers with the ball down by 2 against Wilmington. The Panthers have a jinx against this Wilmington team. They've played 3 times, haven't won any of them.
This is WHO Des Moines.
Carmichael sweeping down from the top of the key to the left wing on the pick. Makes it now 58 all. And we have 48 seconds left to go in the basketball game. The Northern Iowa crowd standing up. Coach Mel Gibson calling signals on the sideline. Dickens with the ball in the right backcourt. 33 seconds remaining in the basketball game. Goes to Timmons, and finally, it's too late. It's too late. A 5-second call, a jump ball call is made, but it goes to North Carolina Wilmington.
Situation that happened there, he has to move towards the basket, Mike. He was moving laterally back and forth out front.
We have a timeout taken by North Carolina Wilmington. We're tied at 58. 30 seconds left to go in the basketball game. Now this for American Federal.
Now, practically everybody's eligible to open an individual retirement account. And there's no better place to open your IRA than American Federal. Not only will you keep more at tax time, but consider this. There's no commission or annual management fee. You can also qualify for free 5.25% checking. Plus, you'll start receiving Dollar Cents magazine absolutely free. And best of all, you'll be dealing with the people who've handled more IRAs than any other savings and loan or bank in Iowa. There must be a reason. American Federal.
Back at the Unidome in Cedar Falls, Iowa. As far as individual records go, for UNI, points scored in one game. That record is held by Jerry Wall of UNI. He scored 40 points against the University of North Dakota in the 67-68 season. Ray Stork right now is a bit far away from that mark. He has 30 so far, but that's not really important, Van. The important point is UNI is in trouble. We're tied at 58, and North Carolina Wilmington has the ball.
Yes, but you know, they just created one thing with their defense. They now have the advantage. The ball will go to them now if they do create another 5-second call, a tie-up, or anything. So if they play hard here and can create something, they get back in control.
The lineup for Northern Iowa: Jay Block, Ray Stork, Lonnie Meade, Dave Carley, Brent Carmichael. And North Carolina Wilmington will stack it on the far side, keying the inbound pass. Sean Williams on the far side at the center mark. They get it in. Timmons with the basketball in the far backcourt. Timmons leaves it off for Dickens on the right backcourt. 23 seconds left to go in the basketball game. Far backcourt with the ball is Carlos Kelly. Between the circles, it is Sean Williams. Sean Williams throws it left hash mark for Timmons. 11 seconds to go in the basketball game. Between the circles, it is Carlos Kelly with the basketball. 4 seconds to go. Living it off for Timmons. Puts it up. No good. Start up and in. By Randy McMillan. Count the shot. Count the shot, I think. Randy McMillan on the miss by Timmons. The game is over, apparently. So far, nothing going up from my vantage point. It looked as if McMillan got it in just as the buzzer went off. Timmons taking the shot from 18 feet on the left side of the key. Missed. McMillan underneath. Put it in on the rebound. Game's over. North Carolina Wilmington wins it 60-58.